I'm Sophie Kinsella.
And I'm Jojo Moyes, and we've been inundated with questions on social media, so we're going to take a few minutes to answer a few.
Let's do it. So we've had some great questions from Facebook, and I'm going to put the first one to you right now.
Okay.
From Suzanne. If you could be any character from a book, who would you be and why?
Ooh, great question. Well, I'd like to think that I was Scarlett O'Hara, but actually I think I'm closer to Mog the Forgetful Cat. So I have the memory of a sieve, and I think that I need feeding at all times. How about you?
Oh, I love Mog the Forgetful Cat. I probably prefer her over Scarlett O'Hara, actually. Well, you know, it's got to be Elizabeth Bennet, really, because, you know, just perfect girl, really. Witty, just attractive enough.
And she ends up with her own stately home.
Exactly. Got her integrity, but also her stately home. That's quite clever.
That's a pretty good combo. Both. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think this should lead us into the next question, which is from Letitia, which is, if you could be a character from one of your own books, who would it be? Or who are you closest to, do you think?
Oh, well, there's closest to, and then who would you want to be?
Now let's go with closest to. Let's put you on the spot.
The trouble is, there's a bit of me in all my characters.
Yes.
So I'm like, I definitely have Becky Bloomwood bits. I definitely have Samantha Sweeting bits. I'll say I'm a mix of those two, but really the truth is I'm a sort of blend of all of them. But I don't want to be them, because they're all deeply flawed and end up in terrible situations.
By their own doing, yes.
By their own doing. So I'd rather be some other really uber perfect person, but there you go.
It's funny though how often people see elements of you in your characters when you thought you were writing someone that was nothing like you.
Cunningly hidden your own personality. How about you?
Well, I don't think I'm like any of them. And then my oldest friend told me that Jess in 1+1, who is a single mum, which I'm not, but she said she'd never read a character that I'd written that was more like me.
I would actually agree.
Would you?
Yeah, no.
She's an optimist, and I'm an eternal pessimist.
No, but she's got a real strength, and you've got a real strength.
Oh,
yeah, no, it's true. We can see it.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Have we written... is there a book written by me that you would have liked to have written, and vice versa?
Oh, well, obviously. I mean, me before you. I would die to have written that book. I think it's so stunning.
Yes,
the idea and the execution, both.
Well, you're very kind, but what people might not know is that I nearly didn't write that book. I got to 20,000 words, and it was actually Sophie here who persuaded me to continue over a lunch, which I've never forgotten.
It was an amazing lunch.
It was a nice
lunch. It was a lovely lunch,
and
and you told me this idea, and I was just like, oh my God, you have to write this book. I couldn't believe you were doubting it for a moment. I
probably
just
owe
knew.
you a percentage, yeah.
Yeah, and I just knew it would be brilliant, and it was.
I think my book of yours is actually Finding Audrey, because it grabbed me from the start, and I felt such a combination of things for her, which was that I totally knew who she was, I felt protective of her, and it just flowed so well. I got to the end and thought, damn, I wish I'd thought of that book, because all these different things that had resonance.
Well, I have to say,
I
went home after our lunch and I thought, damn, I wish I thought of that. That's a good one. I just knew.
That's got to be the litmus test then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a question from Kevin from I Heart Chicklet. Hi, Kevin. And it's a brilliant question. Will the two of us collaborate to write a book? I love this question so much.
I think it's a very interesting idea.
Wouldn't it be fun? I don't know about collaboration though.
I'm a bit worried that we wouldn't get any work done.
No, we would so not get any work done. We could write alternate chapters or alternate words.
Alternate words, that would be entirely sensible.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's totally going to happen, but
let's not rule anything out.
No.
Okay, so here's a Twitter question to both writers. Could you explain your writing process from start to finish of a novel?
Wow. Okay, that could take a while. Summarise, maybe?
Summarise, yeah.
Do you plan? I plan.
I'm a planner.
I'm a planner.
Yeah, I cannot understand how people can just launch themselves into a book without a clue.
I don't get that either. So many people are like, oh, I just sit down
and it flows.
It's an adventure. Like, I don't want that
adventure. No, not me. Far too much of a control freak.
Too stressy. What if you get sort of 3 chapters in and you don't know where to go next?
How do you plan? Do you use a whiteboard?
I use so many different things. I'm now into postcards on the wall.
Okay.
On blue tack.
Right.
Move them around.
Ooh.
It's quite fun, actually.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
So what do you do?
I have a huge whiteboard in my kitchen. In fact, one of the walls is painted with whiteboard paint.
No way.
And that was meant to be for me plotting, but actually is generally my children saying, you owe me £10, or Harry smells, or some other bit of homework that's gone on there.
I couldn't have it in the kitchen because you're right, everyone would sabotage it.
Yeah.
You know.
But I have one in my office as well, and I do like that. It makes me feel like I'm doing work when I'm probably not.
And do you plan in your office?
Yes, I plan.
Do you?
All the time.
Because
and
I
plan
go out
individual.
to plan.
Do you?
I go to coffee shops. I find them really, really good for planning. If I sit in front of my computer, I get a bit freaked out. So I like to go and sit somewhere and just... That's my excuse anyway.
Do you eavesdrop?
Pop to the shops. I eavesdrop. And do you know what? Have I ever heard anything that would make it into a book? No.
Have you not? I've got 2 books out of eavesdropping.
I want to eavesdrop and have a book land on my lap.
You're sitting in the wrong coffee shops.
I clearly am. I did actually note down a conversation the other day about 2 people. They were so funny. All they could talk about was their sofa. And they kept saying, he'd go, so we've chosen the sofa. We just need the fabric. And she'd go, yeah. And then he'd say it again and again and again. And I wrote it down. I thought maybe I can use that. But
it doesn't work on the page.
My character's not going to have that conversation.
You need to write a sitcom next.
I need to go to different coffee shops. So thank you to everyone who sent in questions. I'm just sorry we couldn't answer all of them, but it was really fun chatting.
Well, thank you to everyone except the man who asked how we unblocked his sink.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to unblock a sink.
I have no idea. Sorry, can't help you with that. No.